The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've made it through their first 10 games with just one loss. It's hard to argue with anything they've done so far. It's been that impressive a start to the season for them. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Right. Not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shucks, Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
it.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why? Look.
Oh! You just dropped
Don't have to worry about that shtick anymore.
You dropped the ball.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings winning their last game against the Spurs. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
No, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. Maybe one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses and creating. He said, you have to read the defenders, draw them, then get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to get tackled. Well, that's a foul in the NBA, but I understand his sentiment, guys.
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. You know, and early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this. Great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie, humble, ready to work, ready to listen. And then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Derrick Rose is out there with Booker, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. To the middle. It's deflected. Tatum passes to Cousins. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got the first points of the night for Sacramento.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
Here's Simmons. Simmons missing again. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Shots good from Young.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Rose kicks to Simmons. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
The 76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, he's practically the voice of the city.
Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for him.
Well, I just love the way Embiid controls the game and inserts his will on the floor. He's so sound offensively and has a terrific inside-out game. And defensively, he'll always challenge a shooter or someone foolish enough to drive in on him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, with Embiid, the inside-out game, you mentioned, Chris, he can take over with his skill set.
I like how calm and collective he is when he gets a player in the post. He doesn't need it on the block. If he gets the ball 10 feet away, he can still go to work. He looks great, whether he's facing up a defender or backing someone down.
Now here's Simmons, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Simmons inside. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Thompson uses quick recognition and a natural feel for the game to beat people up in transition.
Here's Simmons after the made shot from Klay Thompson. The pass to Embiid. No good there. Nice D from Cousins. Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Tatum. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Booker trying to free himself up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got his first 2 points.
You got to give Simmons props. He's exceptional at keeping his focus in the face of the defense.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 76ers trail by 8. Rose up on top. Defended by Young. Simmons finds Booker. Shot clock at 6. Over Thompson. No good from Booker.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Well, it started with their energy. They played with a lot of it. And then on the other end, they looked very comfortable getting their shots.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Another attribute of his game. Jackson's so good at finding and locating that alley-oop there. Beautiful to watch this guy elevate.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Young after Josh Jackson's bucket. And here's Young coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. 4 on the clock. Back to Thompson. Over Booker. Thompson misses. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 9-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 22-point game against Toronto. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Shots, gentlemen. You got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet. Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward. But really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That one is off. And Chris, Simmons, a player that almost transcends the traditional basketball position.
He's a playmaker, plain and simple. He has the height and vision and skill to line up anywhere. Simmons, he could be viewed as a generational talent when it's all said and done.
And he's good on the second. Sacramento leading by 8. And Young kicks to Bagley. Pass to Thompson. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Bagley. Tatum against Rose. Shot clock at 5. Thompson way outside. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Really way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And he seems to have a sense for where misses are going and being so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Sacramento again missing.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easily.
Rose, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebound.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Hield comes in for Tatum. Then for the 76ers, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. Favors comes in for Derrick Rose. And Robert Covington subbed in for Josh Jackson. Now here's Thompson. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Clock at 6. And Young, here we go.
Well, the Kings, they're trying to draft high-character players from winning programs. I mean, this is a blueprint for their turnaround.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
So he gets them both.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
The 76ers trail by 6. Simmons with it. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Toronto.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Shot clock at 6. Young with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Booker, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Simmons left side, and it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Thompson dishes to Young. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And so Booker will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 6. Poke loose. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Sacramento leading by 3. Young pass to Bagley. And Young kicks to Thompson. Sacramento again missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Booker. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Outside for Simmons. Another shot. Dedmon trying to break free. No good from Simmons.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
That shot wide open. And the Kings lead by 5.
And Hill is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
Here's Dedmon following the basket by Buddy Hield. Dedmon passes to Favors. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Simmons.
The offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down.
Hield can't hit. The 76ers trail by 5. Now Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For 3, Booker, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for him.
Pass to Bull. Knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. He kicks to Dedmon. Back to Simmons. Booker outside. Simmons on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
It's Young on the wing. Good work there as it goes.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jackson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Rose comes in for Ben Simmons. And stolen by Tatum. Dedmon with the block. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Bull. Bonga softly drops in the floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside Rose, 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Kings leading. 1:53 left in the first. And Cousins kicks to Tatum. There's the 3. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. Hield can't hit.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
That one drops for him. Rose has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Pass to Hield. To the inside. Cousins, the pass to Bull. 6 to shoot. Kings moving the ball around. The 3 from Tatum. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 4th assist in this one.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Now here's Covington. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dedmon dishes the Rose. And a missed layup.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hield, the pass to Bull. Over Rose. Bull, that's good. Now it's a 5-point Sacramento lead. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Covington. From deep. That shot off. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Sacramento. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, there's not enough defensive pressure on the perimeter. We'll see in the second quarter if that gets correct.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Jackson is out there with Favors. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Rose in at the 1. Passes it to Covington. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the shooting stroke of Covington is pure. It doesn't get any better than that. And Robert Covington has been part of it all. He's one of the few 76ers to have seen the complete process and the transformation from 76ers bottom dweller to contender.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Rose. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. Rose has got 8. And Covington, who broke onto the NBA scene with the 76ers back in 2014, he has certainly seen it all.
Yeah, and you have to love how Covington used the bad years as a chance to prove himself as a player. He improved his shot and defense while the franchise rebuilt. Now he's a critical role player on this fantastic team.
Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. He's talking junk out there. Think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in, or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once their playing days are end.
Now, here's Bagley. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio. Pass to Bull. Bagley kicks to Hield. Shoots over Covington. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The 76ers trail by 3. To the inside. Dedmon dishes to Jackson. A fadeaway, and that one drops for him. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And Jackson isn't bashful about pulling up from the mid-range. He just has a nice-looking stroke from that spot on the floor.
Three-pointer, Hield. It's good from long range. And the Kings lead by 4.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Rose. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Jackson misses. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Bull. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Rose in the post, covered by Hield. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Even as the team rebuilds, business booming for the Kings. Chris, ticket sales, sponsorships, you name it.
Well, the fans are doing their part to make this team a winner. You can bet that.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Rose.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Both free throws good from Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Now here's Tatum. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
For Sacramento, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The first one falls.
And, of course, the Celtics traded back from number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Philadelphia. 6-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
And here we can check out the breakdown of rebounds tonight between the front court and the back court for the 76ers.
And their big men are getting the majority of the rebounds. You like all 5 guys boxing out and getting on the glass, but at the end of the day, that's their role to control the board.
To the paint, and stolen by Dedmon. Rose kicks to Favors. And the pass to Rose. On the wing, Jackson from downtown. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tatum against Jackson. Jackson comes over with the double. Now here's Bagley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
It's tipped. Hield against Covington. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Suns. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Sacramento Kings. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And checking out Sacramento, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah, every time it looks like they're ready to make a step forward, something goes wrong.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, the former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water is play one-on-one. So you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, if you've been practicing against them, that's a good thing.
And so Young nails them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And here is Simmons. He's got 5. Embiid finds Simmons. Back to Embiid. Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. And here we go. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Thompson.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
The 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Simmons over Young. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here are the Kings now. They're on an 11-2 run. Knocked away. Feeds it to Thompson. Covington against Hield. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Hield, the pass to Bagley. And Cousins kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Hield. Lets it go with the 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Inside. Fades back. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
He just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
Booker against Hield. He kicks it to Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hield. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Thompson outside. Back to Young.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Kicks to Simmons. It's Covington on the wing. Simmons trying to get open. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Covington.
Stretching the floor with his outside shot. Covington, a true marksman. He doesn't lack confidence.
Hield finds Cousins. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Booker against Thompson. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. Here's Embiid. Tries again. Hield with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against San Antonio.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Booker kicks to Simmons. Back to Booker. Embiid is at the elbow. In the corner, Simmons with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. In the 3rd spot, Marvin Bagley.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
That's good from Simmons.
We're having a lot of success from the line here in the 2nd quarter.
Some changes for Sacramento. He's checked in for Bagley. And it's Tatum in for Buddy Hield. Jackson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Rose comes in for Derek Favors. That one misses.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Thompson passes to Bull. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Reach of Simmons. I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy. If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the 2nd quarter, think again.
Rose scanning the floor. Oh, the lob for Simmons.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Kings leading now by 4. And Young kicks to Tatum. Back to Young. Embiid against Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A fader. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rose. Outside, Simmons. Over Young. Misses off the right iron. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sacramento with the ball. They lead by 4. Young against Rose. 6 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Count that one. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make. That's a smooth move. The turnaround jumper, I mean, is one you've got to appreciate.
1:30 left in the 2nd quarter. Thompson from long range. Kept alive. Cousins. Here's Bull. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 5 assists in the game.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. A nice shot by Booker.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the 1st quarter, and now he's got 1 in the 2nd.
The pass to Bull. The feed to Cousins. Shoots over Embiid. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Cousins has got his first points in this one. Here's Simmons. Jackson kicks to Booker. Cousins against Embiid. Right side Rose. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good. Sacramento leading by 6. Here's Bull. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Down low, here's Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Rose. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 8 seconds left to play here in the half. Young finds Cousins. Over Embiid.
The massive wingspan of Embiid. I mean, it really annoys scorers. I mean, he's effective at getting into the airspace of shooters.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Kings lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possession. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted it. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Klay Thompson is out there with Young. Then there's B. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Cousins in at the 5. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
You gotta at least contest Simmons from the mid-range. I mean, he has the touch to be effective from there.
Here's Thompson after Ben Simmons' bucket. Knocks it loose and stolen by Simmons. Here's Jackson. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Bull can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Simmons against Young. Booker with no one around and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 2-point game. Tatum's shot is off.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
To the paint, here's Simmons. The rebound by Young.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Can you believe this guy, Klay Thompson, from the parking lot?
Rose against Tatum. Here's Embiid. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Embiid's got 8.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. He was wide open.
Cousins inside. Embiid's there. Out to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Over Booker. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Oh, that's just a good decision right there by Klay. Gets a little space, takes it himself.
The 76ers trail by 5. Simmons, the bounce pass. Oh, good with the triple. Sacramento's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Cousins, the pass to Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And stolen by Cousins. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And he just hasn't been able to get it going. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Sacramento on defense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. A nice shot by Embiid.
Shots like this demonstrate why people are excited about Embiid. I mean, he has no fear catching this shit.
To the middle. Here's Cousins. Up top, Tatum. He dishes it to Thompson. Embiid against Cousins. Clock at 6. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Simmons. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Pass to Rose. Embiid with it. Knocked away. And the Kings pushing it up now. Shot's good from Young.
But it's nice to have an option like him every time down on the court.
The 76ers trail by 5. On the wing, Jackson. The 19-foot shot. Here's Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
Here's Bull. He's got 13. Passes to Cousins. Tatum on the wing. Young for 3. Again, Young missing. 76ers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Booker dishes to Rose. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got 11 rebounds in the game. For the tie, the second effort, Embiid. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact the officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Sacramento making some changes. Bagley comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Buddy Hield in for Jason Tatum. Then for the 76ers, Derek Favors checked in for Rose, and Robert Covington subbed in for Josh Jackson. Embiid finds Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Timeout.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called by the Kings. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The 76ers in second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Hield against Booker. Hung outside. Back to Hield. Hung outside. Just 5 to shoot.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Yep, that one goes.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And Thompson kicks to Young.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Covington against Thompson. Now here's Covington. Defense is right there. From deep three-point range, Philadelphia getting another chance here. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Simmons.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
The Kings trail by 7. Young passes to Bol. Back to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Young against Embiid. Goes back up. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Bol.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Simmons with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Booker kicks to Simmons. Pass to Embiid, releases. No No good there. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Buddy Hield grew up in a tough area in the Bahamas. Didn't have a lot of things the rest of us all take for granted.
Yeah, he slept in a room with all 6 of his ceilings. At the crack of dawn, he tiptoe over. I mean, think about this. To make sure he got to school on time, he had to be the first in his kitchen to boil water for his bath. I mean, what a story. It shows you where he came from. It also shows you. Wow.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so Young will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 6. Thompson outside from the arc. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 13.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him. You can see it. This is the second of this half. 3rd overall.
Simmons on the wing. Defended by Young. Here's Embiid, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Embiid's got 20.
What amazing strength. Look, I love how Embiid fights his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
And the pass to Thompson. Shoots over Covington. Thompson misses. Philadelphia leading by 5. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Young. And that one's good. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And Simmons is so tough. I mean, when he's looking to score, he's tough to defend. It helps having him be this engaged.
Hield kicks to Thompson. Pass to Bull. Here's Bagley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Derek Favors.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
For Sacramento, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Joel Embiid. Jackson comes in for Devin Booker. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers leading by 5. Rose kicks to Dedmon. The dish now to Favors. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Cousins. The shot, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Now Jackson. After the missed 3 from Buddy Hield, Jackson dishes to Favors. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for Derek Favors.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Dishes to Cousins. Hield against Covington. A floater. Hield can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Over in the corner, Rose. He kicks it to Favors. Over Tatum. Favors can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Covington in the corner. Outside Rose. Got a hand on it. Now Hield. He has 7. And the rejection by Favors.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a combination of urgency and efficiency. Let's see how they execute.
And here's the fast break. Anga. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2. Two shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Now here's Rose. He's got 12. Lets it go from 14. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Jackson. Robert Covington out there with Rose. Then there's Favors, and it's Dedmon in at the 5 down low.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Rose goes in. Favors trying to break free. Rose gets the bucket. And the 76ers lead by 5. Kicks it to Bagley. Pass to Bull. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, easy call.
Good on the free throw.
And they are excited about Jackson, a high motor guy with a ton of room to grow and also displays terrific leadership on both ends.
Good on the second free throw. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. On the wing, Hield. Shoots over Covington. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Hield.
My buddy, you can't give Hill these mid-range chains. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Dedmon's shot is off. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Bagley. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Jackson. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Hield against Covington. And that one, good. And 11 points for Buddy Hield.
I like how Hield gets solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
And it's Rose with the ball for the 76ers. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. It'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's Rose. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Tatum. Back to Hield. Now the pass to Bull. 4 on the clock. No good. That would have tied it. The 76ers lead. Here's Jackson. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Kings shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Hield, the pass to Bagley. Outside Tatum. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Bull, that's good.
And it's official. He has come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
And now with all the momentum on this side here late, you got to think they've got the upper hand.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions on giveaways.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow. I'm more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran's league.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Rose up on top. It's Jackson atop the key. Dedmon kicks to Jackson. Outside Rose. Will it go? And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bagley. And the rejection by Favors. Outside Rose. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Favors. Now Covington. Over Hield. And he overshot that one, missing.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip when he throws a shot off.
Count that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The 76ers trail by 4. Outside Rose. Inside. And here's Covington from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This is the confidence Covington has in himself. Assertive at shooting right off the pass.
Pass to Bagley. He dishes it to Hield. Kings moving the ball around. Tatum against Favors. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Jackson. The dish now to Covington. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. And he banks in the layup.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Bonga. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Sacramento. Young comes in for Hield. Then for the 76ers, Embiid. He's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Booker comes in for Jackson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Rose. Both shots good from the stripe. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Baseline jumper. Again, Philadelphia.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
Young against Simmons. Embiid with the steal. Outside, Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. Rebound by the Kings. Down low and stolen by Favors. Simmons against Young. Simmons finds Embiid. Nice D from Cousins. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
So good shooting off the dribble. For Tatum, it's a comfortable, familiar scenario.
Simmons dishes to Booker. To the middle. From the low block. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now here's Tatum. And here is Cousins. That one good for 2. And the Kings lead by 1.
Not a lot you can do. Cousins is this dominant. He's imposing his will inside.
And the rejection by Cousins. Booker pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Simmons left side. Back to Booker. Jacks up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, he's excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to this game.
Now, here's Bagley. Kicks to Cousins. And the basket is good. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Kings.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
No good from Simmons. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Sacramento. And then for Philadelphia, Jackson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rose in for Derek Favors.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowered.
Rose with the ball. Outside Jackson. Over Bagley. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just one on the basket from Jackson.
I tell you what, he's showing some kahunas there. That was a huge possession, and the young fella delivering time and time again.
Now here's Cousins. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, B.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Here's Rose. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Cousins. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 13 with that last one. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Took him no time at all on that one. And 11 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Kevin, you have to commend the attitude of Cousins, demanding the ball so he can deliver the big basket.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Dishes it to Jackson. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And here are the 76ers now. Puts it up from 15, off the left rim and out.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, if he can just break through this post streak, he can give you what you need.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Poked away. It's stolen by Bagley. And Cousins kicks to Young. That one goes in.
And they've done some nice work as we come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Embiid's got 16 points here in the second half.
Wow, bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
And they double up Cousins to the inside and finish off by Bagley.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Derrick Rose, accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
Here's Cousins, and the rejection by Embiid. And they get it back. Good on the bucket. And the Kings lead by 8.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
The offensive game of the big fella. I mean, Embiid's game is so polished. That's why you can't let him get out.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
A fader. No good. Shot missing. And Sacramento has possession. Here's Young. So the Kings win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Clay, what was the key to the win tonight?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who have started on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Clay, great effort from everyone. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.